I've been lying to you. These are just blue light glasses. Looking over my past videos, I've realized that everything seems so peachy. Like if you just watch my videos, then you would think I literally have like the perfect life and I'm succeeding in everything and I'm just doing great. But that's actually not the case. In fact, I struggle like every day, just like every normal human being does. And the motto of my channel is to make videos that I would want a past version of myself to watch. And I'm realizing that if I showed these videos to a past version of myself, I would just think that everything was so great and that life isn't hard. But life kinda is hard. No matter how productive you are or what routine you're following, life is kinda hard. And I also don't want to lie to this past version of myself, so I'm just gonna say it here. I do not have it all figured out. I kinda don't know what I'm doing. And to be honest, nobody does. Like all these YouTubers that you watch online, they make it seem like they have everything figured out, like I did, but they really don't. And I don't want to be in that sea of fakeness where I'm just putting on a front that I'm like the most productive person ever and I'm like doing super well, because that's just not true. Like when I go back to compare my first few videos with my most recent ones, I feel like most recent ones are just like, I don't know, like that's not me. That's just like a YouTube light river. That's not me. So this is the start of a new era for this channel. And I don't know how to describe exactly how I want this new era to be, but kind of just like less flashy YouTuber and more of like genuine videos. And I think the best way to explain this would be through the titles. I don't want to make a title like the one habit that completely changed my life. I'd rather make a title like why sleeping is the most important part of my day. You see the difference there? Like it makes sense to me. Overall, I just want more original ideas. I don't want to be forced to have to keep up some front of being perfect and like doing these like hacks basically to be more productive. I just want to be able to talk about stuff. Like if I think a topic's cool, I just want to talk about it. Like maybe how I use AI, not the best AI tools. It's more like how I use AI and what I think about AI. More about me, less about hacking or something. Maybe it's just that there's less pressure to make like a marketable video that'll like blow up and more pressure to just be genuine and just be myself and be honest and share my thoughts. That's where I want to go. So to maintain the realness of this channel, I'm going to set a few ground rules that are like expectations for how all these upcoming videos will be. First of all, less editing and stimulation. I know all my Instagram reelers, all my scrollers are going to hate this one, but I'm very sorry. The thing is that I'm a student and I do not have an editor. I've been editing all these videos myself. And I will tell you exactly how long it takes me to make a video. It's about 6.5 hours, or 7 hours, 6.5 to 7 hours. And that's a lot of time. Like, that is literally like the amount of time I will study for my final. Like, for each of my classes, that is like more than enough time for me to study for a final. So I could make a video every 2 weeks, or I could study for my final. Like, that's a lot of editing. And I guess the hope is that with less stuff to distract you, less like stuff popping up on the screen, you can focus on what I'm actually saying. Because that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on what I'm saying, not like some, I don't know, stuff that's popping up on screen. You gotta pay attention to me, okay? This is my video. But a little side note, I will continue making the thumbnails, because I really do enjoy making those thumbnails. Like, the thumbnail last video that went up, I really enjoyed making that one. I made that and I was like, oh, that's a good thumbnail. So yeah, I'm gonna keep making the thumbnails. They're actually really fun. Second rule is gonna be that there's less hacks and like productivity stuff and more just like genuine thoughts. I mentioned this before, but I'll just say it here. So don't expect every video to have a takeaway, maybe. Because I guess every video I used to make before, I would have a takeaway where I'm like, this is your actionable step. But sometimes there's no actionable step. Sometimes I don't have to explain it to you. Sometimes you have to get it yourself. Sometimes I'm just gonna talk like the example earlier. I just talk about how I use AI. I'm not saying you have to use it this way. I'm just saying this is how I do it. And to be honest, the more I learn about productivity, it's kind of just like do it. Just do the thing. Most of the time, just showing up and just actually doing it is like all the productivity you need. Unless you're like the 1%, that is literally like all you need. And then the third thing, which I also kind of mentioned earlier, but just less fakeness, just more like me. More me, less like YouTuber me, more like actual me. So if you can't tell, I do not have a super concrete plan for how this is gonna go. I'm just going to go through with it and record a video how I think I'd want to record a video, and it's probably gonna be messy for the first few ones. But I'll get back on track with it. They always say, like, what, rebirth is messy, right? Like, it's always painful to be rebirthed. So yeah, it might be a little messy in the beginning, but it'll be worth it in the end because I'll be making videos that I genuinely enjoy, and I would probably want to go back and watch, because these videos that I'm making, these recent ones, it's kind of just like a hack, and it's just like, I don't know, like, it doesn't capture my essence of who I am. That's just like me reading a script. Like, now I just have like bullet points. It's like, yeah, this is kind of what I want to talk about. Instead of like, exactly point by point, like, oh, I should say this, the viewers would like this or whatever. I'm just kind of like spitballing it here. And it's actually really fun. I'm enjoying recording. It's not like a hassle. I'm enjoying it. And anyways, that's pretty much all I've got for today. I would say, I hope you learned something. But I didn't really teach you anything. I mean, I told you, I guess the one thing I could give you to get away from this video is just watch out for those productivity YouTubers, because they do not have it all figured out, okay? There's literally nobody. Nobody on this planet has it all figured out. Even like, I don't know, like the Dalai Lama, he probably struggles too. Like, everybody struggles. Nobody's got it all figured out, not even him. But I guess that's kind of inspirational, right? Because that way if you're going through something, it's just, that's how it is. That's just how it is to be human. If you're going through something, that's just what it means to be human, and that's okay. So yeah, just a quick little update. I wanted to share that, and I hope you learned something from that quote. Very inspirational. And that's all I got for now. Keep making progress. Bye.